The Apple bellwether has been halted, news pending. I do have some numbers, though. Just remember, Apple ran anticipation, and once again, the stock is halted. I got a preliminary number of a blowout number of 7.79 versus 5.84. I've got revenues on the blowout revenues of 28.57 billion versus 24.98 billion. We knew that this was going to happen. We knew that they were going to blow it out. As we said, they see Q4 EPS of 550 versus 644, capital IQ. They see revs at 25 billion versus 26.75 billion. Well, let me tell you what. Their Q4 EPS is below the market. And so you have a preliminary number, but let me tell you something. Q4 EPS of 550 versus 644, that's downside guidance. They're doing the same thing. They see revs of 25 billion versus 27.65 billion for the Q4. But the blowout number that I just gave you is a blowout number, and we said that the numbers were going to be good. We also say that Steve Jobs is sandbagging by $2.5 billion on forward-looking numbers. We'll get more into it, and it was all about Apple Computer was overbought. It ran up over the last couple of weeks about 10-12% going into the number. And you got to know, just like we did on all them other trades, MMTs, buy the rumor, sell short the good news. It's priced in the name. We pop up, we go a little bit higher. We'll see what happens when the stock opens. It's currently halted. Wait. Here we go. We got a 750 bid on Apple. There it is.
Oh,
That's
man.
really crazy. One of you throw a short out there, 100 shares at 750 right now, and see if somebody takes it. Stock is still closed. It's going to open up any moment. Look at that. Yeah, that'd be nice. Give me a break.
Yeah,
Somebody just put that there. Don't pay attention to it. Below the market, you got 429s, and like I said, 469.
I didn't have enough buying power to do it.
Well, it's okay. It won't happen. Here, we're going to get ready to open. They blew out the number. We're going to go to an extreme bot over processes. That's why we did. You got to have those up and out of the money calls, those 400s. They make money, as we did in our training, how to have up and out of the money. And that was at the time buying the 370 call. And the lower side of the market was around the 350 call, 350 put, just in case this thing went the other way. Knowing that
Bid and ask is 550 wide, $550 wide, that is.
Yes, it is. So we're going to wait patiently here. We got a high print. We told people that $400 gap, it's all over the map. There's that 398. We talked about 399.95. We're already out of it, though. The thing about it is it hit 400 up here on that high side. Look at him. Rip. Just remember, they blew that number out, and they're going to keep that thing going. Here we go. We are net long up and out of the money calls on Apple. Look at that, baby. Rip. That, baby, you thought it was overbought. Now they are just screaming. They blew that number out, 401. No, we already hit that. Let it go. 402. The next one's going to be 405.75. We also are going to let it hit the highs. Everybody, all the short sellers are just getting whacked. We got Google gapping up over here in sympathy. Look at that Google gap. Of course, we own it, naturally. And this is what I talk about, my new MMTs, buying up and out of the money when we did our training. When this thing was at 365, buying the $400 call up and out of the money was very cheap. And it was so cheap you had to own it, my friends. You had to own it. And we did the live. It's on the stockmarketfunding.com website. We went over the put side in case it fell, but we went up and out of the, called up and out of the money volatility, just like we did them Google calls. Look at here, them bellwether is just pumping. We hit 404. Now it's going to get exhausted. It's going to get exhausted up here. And it's going to get exhausted up here at that 404. Look at it run. I'm going to conclude this video here. Look at the gap. We own this one too. Don't forget our Google dolls. There it is right now. We hit that 404. There's that overbought gap that just came into play. These are late prints. That's where it opened. That's where it shot to. It's all over. Everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon. They were looking for great news. We're going to get a gap up in the futures market tomorrow off of this big bellwether. But just remember, as good as the report is, and as good as the move is the problem with people is they don't know how to sell into it, MMTs. And the thing that you're taught here, that greed is not allowed, but profit management is everything. And selling into the move is what counts on Apple Computer.